If you want to get in the groove, mask up to get down, and make sure you stay 6 feet from stardom. Today, on A Place of Our Own, do you really need expert advice on how to become a domestic dynamo? Maybe, but not really. Unless you're getting guidance from Punky Brewster. Then, it's mandatory. Welcome, I'm Pete Charles Sesko, and this is the thrift store Rundown's Place of Our Own. A Place of Our Own was designed just for you. Kids, teens, Generation Zers, millennials, baby boomers, anyone who wants to bring Hollywood to the classroom on a budget. As you know, every interaction you have with your favorite celebrity or fellow fandom friend is a very important learning opportunity that you can apply to your everyday life. So when it comes to educating yourself about the wonderful world of pop culture, TSR is committed to helping you make the grade. In fact, we are your first and coolest teacher. I actually was not kidding when I said what I said in the video. Okay, maybe a little. But did you know that for the 2013-2014 season of Homemade Simple on the Oprah Winfrey Network, SOLEIL FRYE of Punky Brewster was the host? I mentioned that and I put a strong emphasis on that because I'm kind of falling for her right now. If I ever see her in person, noting recent events, which I won't bring up here because it's kind of inappropriate for a school-based environment here. But if I ever saw her, I kind of want to pull an Ezra Fitz on her, if you know what I mean. Aside from the point, if you're looking to become a domestic god or goddess, then allow me to spread the gospel of Homemade Simple. This is your crash course in organizing, cooking, decorating, gardening, and all around celebrating. Fresh ideas to make your own from the experts at Homemade Simple. This St. Martin's Press publication was purchased for 50% off the price of $4.99. For the record, if you're wondering what Soleil's season of Homemade Simple looked and sounded like, well, you're about to find out. Regardless, it's time for you to channel your inner Soleil FRYE. Right now, the thrift store Rundown's Place of Our Own. Believe me, you'll be very glad you did. Punky Brewster fan or not.
FRYE, and I'm the host of Homemade Simple. I've heard so much about you. Come on, let's go. My favorite part of this show is working with the families. I feel like I grow so much from them. They are just inspiring, incredible individuals.
Okay, who's ready to paint?
Woo! I've learned so many tips, whether it's clearing out a garage, and putting a giveaway pile together.
I have 3 signs: donate, keep, throw away.
Well, let's get started. Let's move everything out.
I think this season has really taught me that I need to get my stuff together because I'm a mom with 3 kids and it's always so chaotic and it's crazy.
Okay, look at how amazing this looks.
It has been an incredible journey and so much fun.
I don't know about you, but this entire book, inside and outside, just screams spring, and specifically spring cleaning to me. What about you? And as you'll hopefully find out, all that fun which you just saw is contained in this book. And even though what you just saw was from season 3, with Punky Brewster as host, surprisingly, this book deserves a place on your table all 4 seasons. By the way, there is one issue that you're going to have to deal with, which may not be an issue to you at all, but it is kind of an issue to me. This book does not mention by name any of the experts featured on the show. Therefore, it doesn't name any of the hosts either. And there were 4 hosts throughout its run, at least as far as I could tell on the OWN network. I don't know about the one on TLC. One of them was SOLEIL FRYE, as you know, Punky Brewster. The other 3, Paige Davis of Trading Spaces, who will always have a special place in my heart. Layla Ali, who is also the host of All In with Layla Ali. She's the current host of HMS on OWN, which will return in May of this year, hopefully. And Jeremiah Brent, Bowser, Nate Buckus. Those three are fine, but I'm kind of having a thing right now for Soleil Moon Frye, in no small part due to her Punky Brewster reboot on Peacock. And by the way, soon make her debut on TSR in a very big way later this month. I'll tell you how. She's also an author of 2 books. One of them called Happy Chaos. It's a parenting book. It's very much akin to her bestie Melissa Joan Hart's Melissa Explains It All, and I'll explain it later on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Since we are in a celebratory mood this spring break, I'm going to show you some fun party ideas in the Celebrate Living section here, featuring fun crafts, decoration projects, and recipes. This is a heartfelt welcome home. There are so many good reasons to say welcome home, as there are thoughtful ways to say it. Whether coming home from a long trip, commemorating a big accomplishment, or simply ending an ordinary day, there are lots of special ways to celebrate home sweet home. And these are the recipes that accompany the parties. From a Sunday morning social to a light and fun tea party. If you have an idea for throwing a baking day type of party, a spring fiesta, which would certainly fit the bill now, because we are officially in spring, a tapas party, or a gather and give party, well, the possibilities are endless. And I hope you took a look at some of the recipes featured in this particular section. The Clever Kitchen expands upon Homemade Simple's philosophy and process behind making your kitchen feel more like an integral part of your home and heart in great detail. But really, when it comes to cooking, or getting in touch with your inner gardener, your inner P. Allen Smith, if you will, getting your green thumb on, getting your organization on, whether it's getting your decor on, this book is a one-stop how-to for anything Lifestyling 101. Throughout the book, you'll see plenty of workspaces. If you want to jot down some notes from the chapter, those workspaces are good places to do them. Just make sure you have a washable pen, because you're going to be having to write down these notes and then write new ones very often. You don't want permanent pens or markers in these workspaces. You want to use this quite often. This book is also plentiful in its photography. We're talking decor photography, recipe photography, we're talking photography of plants, and so it goes. Now, I'm not really fond of the all-in-one homemakers book. I mean, this book tries to be the Premier League of lifestyling books. Cooking, decorating, gardening, organizing, cleaning. But this one is just so welcoming and very spring-like, at least for me, that I had to make an exception for this. Although I've never watched one single episode of Homemade Simple. Sorry. But you know what? I'm gonna start reconsidering that after I finish reading this. Simple Solutions for Easy Living. Homemade Simple is the essential home reference for simplifying, beautifying, organizing, and inspiring your life. In these pages, you'll find tips, projects, and recipes that will help you create the home you'll love to live in. Streamline your routine, dazzle your guests, indulge your culinary spirit, celebrate your outside spaces, and adorn your home in ways that are uniquely yours. Homemade Simple is about giving you fresh ideas to make your own. Organized life, celebrate living, clever kitchen, outside pleasures, and easy decor. The one other caveat I have with Homemade Simple, at least on the web, is that there is a lot of product placement. There's actually a validating reason for that. It is a member of Procter & Gamble. So there's a lot of P&G related products advertised and featured and demonstrated and used in this book and on the series. But you know what? There's not a lot of it for it to become a deterrent. So I gotta say, Homemade Simple gets 5 claps. I can forgive the P&G product placement. It's not a hindrance to the enjoyment of the book and its practicality. I can also forgive the lack of any of the experts mentioned by name, as well as the hosts. For this, well, you've heard me speak the praises of this book long enough, so I'll simply wrap it up by saying that Homemade Simple is, simply put, the modern homemaker's Bible. And as far as Punky Booster All Grown Up goes, well, I got special plans for her. This is her book, which will kick off the 5th annual Odyssey to the Oscars later this month. Let's get this party started. DIY celebrations for you and your kids to create together. Games, crafts, recipes, decorations, and more. With photographs by her brother, talented photographer Mino. By the way, Zoe actually told me this. Did you know that the word Soleil means sun in French? So, in full English translation, her full name is, at birth, Sun Moon FRYE. And that makes delightful sense, because I think she signs whether daytime or nighttime. And now she signs anytime, as long as you have Peacock. Quite simply put, I'm in love with Soleil Moon FRYE right now. This class is now dismissed, but remember, if you missed any lessons in this series, be sure to check out my back-to-school playlist, Too Cool for School, which you can find through a link in the description. And be sure to subscribe and click the bell. And remember, when it comes to bringing Hollywood to the classroom on a budget, TSR is committed to helping you make the grade. That's why we are your first and coolest teacher. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the flip side on A Place of Our Own.